As I settled into my spot at the back of the bus, I couldn't help but feel a wave of gratitude for Rosa Parks. It's amazing to think that because of her bravery and activism, sitting back here is my choice, not some unfair law. Anyway, I had my map out because let's be honest, even with GPS, I'm the kind of person who likes to double check everything, and I wanted to show you the route. Look, you can see that this bus goes along the coast, so as you can imagine, the views are incredible the entire way. I love taking public transport. Riding the bus is a great way to soak in the scenery and occasionally overhear some fun conversations in Spanish. Out the window, I could see this gorgeous mountain in the distance. Now, I'd love to tell you its name and some cool facts about it, but I have no idea what it's called. If you happen to know, drop it in the comments so we can all learn something today. Once I hopped off the bus, the walk to Los Baños de la Reina was surprisingly nice. It's a short stroll and you pass by some cute shops, lots of palm trees, that classic Mediterranean vibe that just screams you're on holiday. I love living in this place where I love being on holiday. As I got closer, I was thinking about how wild it is that this place has been around since Roman times. Oh, and while we're on the topic of walking, here's a quick tip. Make sure to wear comfy shoes. You don't want to miss wandering around the area because there's a lot to take in. I'll admit it, I may have checked the map a couple times just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I guess old habits die hard. As I approached Los Baños de la Reina, I couldn't help but notice their impressive tower standing guard over the coastline. That's the Torre de Illeta, built back in the 16th century to keep an eye out for pirates. I guess even back then they had their own version of neighborhood watch. It's been restored quite a bit, so it might look a little too perfect for its age, kind of like the historical equivalent of a facelift. But hey, it makes for a great landmark and some pretty cool photos. gonna reach me. Welcome to the Baños de la Reina in El Campello, Alicante. Though the name suggests luxury, this was no spa. It was a Roman fish farm carved into the rocks. In Spanish, they're called piscifactorias. These pools held fish kept alive for salting, with wooden gates to stop them from getting out. They were designed to cultivate and preserve fish. The Baños de la Reina in El Campello, Alicante, were built during the Roman period, most likely during the 1st and 2nd centuries, when the Roman Empire established settlements here along the Mediterranean coast. The site was a testament to Roman engineering.
The remains here also include evidence of human activity dating back to the Bronze Age and the Iberian period, showing that the area was inhabited long before the Romans adapted it for their use.
The Moorish period in Spain began long after the Roman Empire, starting with the Muslim conquest of the Iberian Peninsula in 711 AD. Therefore, during the 1st and 2nd centuries AD, when the Baños de la Reina were constructed, there were no Moorish queens or rulers in the region. And the Moors arrived in Spain centuries later and established various kingdoms and caliphates. There's a local legend associated with the Baños de la Reina here in El Campello. According to popular tradition, a Moorish queen, renowned for her beauty, had these rocks carved out so that she could bathe in the sea. This romantic tale has contributed, of course, to the name, Los Baños de la Reina, the Queen's Baths. However, historical evidence indicates that these pools were just the ancient Roman fish farms. Despite this history, the ancient legend continues. Hence the name of this place.
Do you think it adds a layer of mystique to this site's rich history?
And since I'm Shola, from English with Shola, here are some idioms inspired by this place. Jump in. To start something enthusiastically, like jumping into history. During the summer months, people jump in to cool off in these ancient remains. Like a fish out of water means you're feeling out of place. It's just not your crowd. But fish in the sea probably don't feel that way. They're in their school, they're learning English just like you. Come alive
is to become excited and full of energy, just like history does in a place like this.
So of course, I got wet. I got too close to the splashes. I'll be going back on the bus with a wet skirt, wet shoes, wet socks. When the big waves were coming in, I got splashed. My skirt is wet. Oh, even up here, even my shirt got a little wet. Okay, have some wet spots. And my shoes and socks definitely got wet.